Goddamn Discord and Twitch.
So yeah, I'm Michael, stuffing his face today.
I'm Matt, stuffing his face with chips.
Matt, you're still sharing your screen on mine.
Maybe I wanted to.
Yeah, me too. Share that screen.
So Landon's back finally.
Yeah, I'm not dying.
His pussyitis cleared up finally.
Yeah, it was this big fucking vagina going right down my face. Dude, it was so hard to get out of the bathroom when I had that, man. I was just like, oh. It's a shame it's gone, though.
Right?
Yeah. I was hitting that more than my wife would let me.
Since you've
my
been
kids
gone
heard that.
since you've been gone the last 3 weeks, I think. So what have you been playing?
Mostly Empyrean still. I host a server on there, and I got like 5 or 6 people. We're just running around the galaxy, blowing shit up and stuff. So it's actually a lot of fun. A couple updates just came out. Patch 8.2 came out, and they increased the block count or base count from 255 to planet to 65,000. So yeah, there could be a lot of shit on a planet that you can really go and fuck shit up on. So I'm playing that. Really looking forward to No Man's Sky next, just because I love space games, you know. And I like the. I was looking at a couple teaser videos today of the customization, a lot of the stuff that they've added, and I gotta say that, you know, it's really looking up. So I'm kind of excited to get it on the Xbox and play on there with my friends and stuff.
I have some issues with this. Not Fortnite. Goddamn it! I got Fortnite on the brain. No Man's Sky. I got some issues.
Everyone always does.
So, my thing is, I was actually going to talk to you about it today on the podcast. So,
okay.
So do you know anything like? So we know it's multiplayer, up to 4 friends.
Yeah.
Customization. They have the base building. So they're pretty much bringing in what they promised 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Is it so? Do you think it's a what is it? A little too late for it though?
Better late than never. That's my motto. You know.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of those things where, like, you know, you see a game that you're really looking forward to, and they delay it and they delay it and delay it, and then the game comes out and it's awesome and it's everything everybody expected, gets great reviews. Everybody kind of forgets that it was late. When a game comes out early, fucking Sony. Sorry. You know, it was really their fault for that. So it comes out early, it's rushed, you know, it's full of glitches, everybody's mad as fuck, probably won't ever come back to the game. Even after this update, they probably still won't come back. Hello Games does everything they possibly can to give free updates, get the game up to what they promised. And yeah, it's 2 years later, and they still got this giant bucket of negative reviews, and they wouldn't get that if the game was delayed, because there's nowhere for them to review it because it's not out. So, but we'll see. After it's released, everybody gets a chance to play it. That may change, but we have to see.
Yeah, one of my other big gripes about it right now is I believe it is $60. I think they revamped it back to $60 for the release on Xbox.
But the pre-order was $49 though, $49.99.
Yeah, so it's $49.
Okay.
I know that they were selling it on PS4 for a while for $20.
Yeah.
So now they brought the price back up for this next DLC. I'm not sure if that is on Sony's end or if that's Hello Games, but
well, yeah. I mean, here's the deal, and I'm only saying this coming from the perspective of a developer and knowing and talking to people in that field. And what I understand about this is that, so, you know, they've given every update to existing owners for free all the way up until now. So basically,
DLC's free too.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, if you just remove the income that they might have got from any purchases from when they started doing those updates up until now, they're running on fumes. Seriously. Yeah. So these guys have put out so much effort to get this game to what they promised. I think it's fair that they should deserve some revenue for this final release. Not final, but this release that brings it to its final point of what they promised, I think it's fair. I think they deserve, to get some money, some compensation. These guys have been running on fumes for 2 years, so,
Yeah, Sean Murray, I think he's one of the head people of Hello Games. He says this game is nowhere near even done. This just brings it to where the expectation level was at. Now they want to exceed the expectations.
Yeah, so there's still potential. So you buy the game, and you never know. You could wait, and there's probably going to be a Steam sale or an Xbox sale. Hell, they might even put it on the Xbox Game Pass in a few months. You never know.
Yeah.
So it might be worth the wait, But if you really want to jump in now, fuck it.
To be honest, that would be the only way for it to really... that'd be the only way for it to really survive, is if they throw it on the Game Pass.
Yeah, I think if they did throw it on a Game Pass, it would probably help them, their PR at least. If this game delivers what they promise, it'll help their PR.
I disagree. The Xbox, since it's new to Xbox, this game's never even been released to Xbox, so we're going to be touching a new audience that might not have played it before.
True.
So,
or even followed the development. There's people that never followed it, don't even know that it's that it was a shitty game when it came out. It wasn't actually a shitty game. I bought it when it came out. It was great up until like the 40-hour mark, and then you're like, I got burned. I got bored of it pretty fast. Everything was just so open. It wasn't enough content. It was very repetitive because even though the monsters the variations were so trivial, and some of them were glitched out. Like you had shit walking on like a pinky toe. It looked like across a field, and it was all upright when it looked like it should be on all fours, and just some weird crap, and like almost no flora on any planet. And when you did find it, was like a tree in the whole field, kind of shit. So I understand where you're coming from, and I felt that way too. But overall, I thought it was kind of fun for like the first 40 hours, and then it got boring really fast. Yeah, see, it was nice that I bought this game digitally because when it came out, it was sold out everywhere. Everywhere was sold out of it. Right. So I had to buy it digitally. Well, I'm glad I bought it digital now because now all I have to do is re-download it, and I don't have to pay for it again. That's true. That's true. So that is very true. So with that being said, and Hello Games being so nice of releasing for free this DLC, that's probably the only reason I'm going to go back to it to try it out. Yeah, so I do like the fact that they give you unlimited bases now. That was one of my pet peeves when they released the initial update so you could build a base. I thought that was great as hell, but then you like fly way away from your base and you have to teleport all the way back and then all the way there again. And I was like, well, I don't really need that base anymore. I might go back to it someday. And it's like you start over with a new base and the other one's just gone, You can never go back to it. So I was like, Hey,
Michael.
What's up?
So, I'm also recording, or I tried to record a little bit on that new caffeine.
Yeah.
Just within this short amount of time, I had 15 actual people in there commenting.
Damn.
But
caffeine is a new streaming service.
I guess they couldn't hear you guys, but they heard me.
I like caffeine.
Right? Actually, yeah, caffeine. Kind of crap caffeine, but...
Yeah, I have a lot of caffeine too. Oh wait,
are you doing Red Bull with
it? Oh yeah, I did. The other day, I tried it out. I don't know. I never heard of anybody actually doing it, so I tried it. I call it Red Balls. That's probably what it's actually called, but maybe I don't know. But I did it on an empty stomach, which is probably the worst idea ever. Oh my god, I got so dizzy. It was crazy. I was like, Oh my god.
I have to say the worst experience, or I guess the worst experience, the worst I ever felt was when I had 2 Red Bull vodkas.
Oh man.
I was vibrating, like I'm literally sitting there going, am I the Flash vibrating at a different frequency?
Oh god. Yeah, I had like a Red Bull and Jägermeister before, and that was like a gut bomb. I'm like, I don't even like drinking Jägermeister because one shot has the same amount of calories as a double cheeseburger, so that'll fatten you up really fast. And with all that fucking B12 and caffeine hitting you, oh man, damn, that fucks you up.
Right?
Yeah. Well, when I was sick this last week, I must have been watching a lot of anime, so I just did not even feel like getting on the computer. To sit upright was a chore. all my lymph nodes were swollen and shit. So I was like,
Except when I seen you get on Empyrean.
yeah, I'd go on there.
By the way, you should still try Cuisine Royale. It's freaking fun.
Cuisine Royale?
Cuisine.
Is that like a food battle royale?
You're on the right path.
Okay. Is it like Food Wars, but a battle royale style?
It looks like PUBG. I'm actually surprised if they don't get... I would be surprised if PUBG doesn't actually go after them a little bit because of the art style. But you're in your underwear, and your armor is kitchen materials, like pots and pans and stuff.
Yeah.
Nice.
Then they have like World War II era guns and shit you find.
Why not a French baguette?
I don't know. I found a bulletproof pan to beat people with.
What could be stronger than a French baguette? That shit's like iron. Especially a day-old one.
Damn deadly in that game too. I found it out.
Yeah,
that's funny.
That was retarded. I was literally laying down, pointed at a guy. I unloaded onto him, and he walks up and goes stab, and I die. And I'm
sounds like Halo.
Yeah. No, this game has got like you find IV bags, you stick IV bags in your arm, and you walk around with it with a giant
IV bag.
Hold your IV around.
I'm surprised they don't have the ones you hold like a little pole.
They are.
Oh, they are. Oh, that's awesome.
On your back, though, so you're running around and it's just on your back going bleh.
I think, Matt, I think we've played about 10 games. I think 6 of them we've placed second and third in.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So we're pretty nice. We're pretty good at it. It takes a while to use.
Almost got first. Like literally, I think the most hilarious accessory on this is the bunny slippers. You literally get bunny slippers and you hop like a bunny.
Yeah, so you hop and you literally go like 10 to 15 feet in the air.
And all you hear is boing, boing.
Yep.
Sorry, somebody was messaging me from Empyrean asking me if there was a repair bay on the base I built.
No, that's fine. No, it's...
Can I repair my ship?
So no, it was hilarious though because it's like he's just like boing, boing.
Yeah, so what he's talking about, Landon, is you get bunny slippers as armor.
Oh, nice.
And you actually jump, and you jump like 10 to 15 feet in the air.
Oh, wow.
So, it's to make fun of other BR games, because you know how people glitch into the air and shit?
Yeah,
yeah, that's what they do it for.
One guy that had bunny slippers, he jumps towards me with it, and I just go, just like spray all the way down, and I'm like, I bet you he's pissed off now. And that was down to where it was just 3 left.
Yeah, and you got shot in the fucking back. There's only 2 people left. Matt was looking around. Well, I was a dumbass. These 2 vehicles were fighting each other, drove by us, they both stopped. I charged in with my fucking Thompson gun, just started laying in the guy. The guy disappears. I couldn't figure out where he went. Matt kills him, kills his partner, kills the other guy, and we're looking for the last guy. Matt's is on a fucking manslaughter.
It's a rampage.
And I got slaughtered. So, because I was a dumbass and ran in. So Matt's like trying to find this guy, and he can't find him. So he starts turning back to run into the circle. So he's safe, and then he fucking gets headshot in the back of the head.
Damn.
Yeah, it's like
I'm usually the first to die though, so don't feel bad. Yeah. I'm always the first to die.
The hit radius in this game is pretty fucking accurate. I'm really shocked.
If you actually point at the person and fire, it hits them.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. It's not like PUBG where you have to aim like 5 feet ahead of them.
So right.
I really pissed people off when me and Michael, for like the rest of this game, were just hunkered in this house. And we both just had, rifles there, and I'm pointed, and I see this guy come, and he's being chased by someone. He goes and hides behind this rock, and I just go, oi, boom, splatter him right on the ground.
All I hear is a from some guy's head exploding as Matt headshotted him.
And then the other 2 guys come around, go look at him. I get one more. The other guy runs away because he just seen his partner die. He's like, screw this.
And so we got lucky. For some odd reason, the circle wouldn't move away from us. It kept circling in closer and closer and closer on us. And so by the end circle, we didn't have to move at all for that entire game. We just like, okay, we'll make people come to us.
And
that's the other odd thing that happens to me a lot. I always die first, and the circle always converges on me. Weird thing.
Weird thing. And it was it was good too because it's like, yeah, it wasn't as bad because we were really we had plenty of ammo inside that house.
And we found the trapdoors. Matt found hidden trapdoors in the ceilings.
Oh, that's interesting.
And you can literally, and they're loud enough, and they purposely made all the doors in that game loud so you can hear them.
Super loud.
So like when you open a door, you might be 6 houses down, and you hear it like it's right next to you.
Yeah.
They did it on purpose. So the water sounds are over-exaggerated. I mean, the whole game's just the game was made for an April Fool's joke. And people loved it so much, there's like, all right, fine, we'll just put this as a fucking separate deal. Boom, and it's free. So it's a standalone game. The original game was called Enlisted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Landon, before we go too far on, so since we've been doing this podcast, do you think that we are better doing it on Discord or on Skype? Because me and Michael.
Well, I honestly don't really see a difference on my end. It's about the same either way.
Well, has Landon been around since we've been doing it on Discord? I think he did his first one and he got sick, right?
Yeah, probably.
On Discord.
Okay.
Yeah,
he's been gone for so long. He's been gone for almost a month.
Yeah, I know.
I remember these things. Apparently, Fourth Rindleton, 92, I think that's how you say your name. Fourth Rindleton, found Matt's hidden trapdoor in Matt's shorts.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I hope so.
So,
anyway.
yeah, if anyone's on watching, comment in. We'll do a couple shout-outs to you and whatnot.
So, yeah.
I forget where
we haven't done none of our plugs.
was.
I think we'll do our plugs at the end of the game. Or at the end of the game. Yeah, at the end of the stream.
Oh.
So.
Well, I'm not going to be on here the whole stream because it is my wife and our anniversary weekend. Right. So.
Yeah. I'm hoping we might go a little over an hour, and that's about it.
Okay.
I mean, you missed it. Our news has been so exciting the last couple of weeks.
Oh, nice.
So exciting. Like, one story. Or it's like, where the fuck is Landon at when we need him? We need to carry conversation here.
Well, shit. Sorry.
I know. You come back and we have a little bit of news now.
You know, you want me on here? Tell people at Walmart to stop being so fucking dirty.
Yeah.
Because that's how I got this shit. I ran in there. I was in a rush. Grabbed a shopping cart. Bought all the shit I needed. I left. It was hot outside. My wife had beat a sweat like that. Suddenly, I'm feeling like fucking flu shit and everything. Later that night, all of a sudden, all these sores start appearing right here. I'm like, oh, I've been tainted.
Yeah, no, that's foul. Well,
yeah,
it sucks because like here it's been 105, 106 last week. Today's its first cool day, 99 degrees.
Wow, actually, I'm surprised. You know, I live in northern-ish California. It's usually up there, but this year, knock on wood, hasn't been that bad.
Yeah, normally we get like maybe 1 or 2 days of 105, 104. Man, we got a whole week of it right now.
It's
like,
wow.
It's been 103 here.
Well, you can keep that heat. Keep it out of here.
Right?
I don't want it. I don't want it.
So,
well, that's the thing about 100-degree weather too. It's like once it hits 100 degrees, once it hits 101, you feel that every 1 degree difference.
I know. I was out there and it was like 120 a couple times last summer, and it was just like
hell. Yeah,
I was just sitting in the shade. I had my thermometer right there. I was like 120. What the fuck? I'm like just sweat's just pouring down, and I'm just like, this can't be happening. This is crazy.
So,
yes.
Landon,
there we go.
Are you ready to?
You're welcome.
Are you ready to do your rant?
My rant?
Let's wait on that.
What am I gonna rant about? Oh god.
Maybe some of this news stuff will bring up a rant.
Yeah, maybe. Okay.
Well, I was gonna say because he's posted a lot of stuff on Facebook.
Oh yeah. Well, you know, I go on Reddit and I see these things. And I'm like, a lot of cringy shit.
So this first one, let's do this one because this one kind of upsets me a little bit. Wildlands has a new update coming on July 24th for its year 2 pass owners and July 31st for everyone else. This update will add harder modes like permadeath, also realistic loading, friendly fire, and gear management. So, Matt, you remember Wildlands?
What's realistic loading?
I'll get to it here in a second. Remember Wildlands, Matt?
Don't remind me, please.
Okay,
Oh,
so
man.
they've added a mode on here now which adds permadeath. So if your character dies, you're actually dead.
No way.
That's a bitch in that game.
Wait,
And that's the story mode.
So is it you die in the game, you die for real? Oh.
Yep.
Now that's
And
the
then,
kind of permadeath we need.
And then they have realistic loading, Matt. So what this realistic loading means is that when they start shooting, and you say that, you know how in that game you shoot a couple times, you kill an opponent, and you reload, and you still have like a half a clip, and it adds on to the next clip.
Yeah.
They took that out. So now when you reload, you lose those bullets.
You just empty out your chamber. I don't need these fucking bullets.
Yeah.
What's it doing
So now, just don't ever reload in that game. Just fucking shoot until it forces you to reload.
So in other words, to me it just sounds like it goes shoot, I do the clip.
I don't need these dirty bullets. Fuck you. You weren't gonna hit anything anyway.
These ones got
There's my
AIDS.
And then they added gear management, Matt. So you can't change your loadout during like a gunfight anymore. How you remember after the gunfight, you can go on your menu and change your gun out, whatever. You can't do that. You can only do that at gearboxes now.
Yeah, we never changed it though. So
We never changed it. There's no need to.
me and Michael both.
But yeah, I'm just. Why are they doing so many changes to it now? I know it's a game of service now, but like, come on, man! It's 2 years. Just come out with Wildlands 2 already. That's what I'm waiting for. So.
No, what I'm waiting for is Dragon Quest 11.
Yeah, I want that game to come out on Switch like first, but it's not.
Huh. We're already on 11 now, huh?
Yep.
I haven't. I've only played 1 through 3.
I have 8.
I need to get into that series.
8 is my favorite one. I tell people if you've never played one, play 8 because it's actually the best one.
I think that's what I like about Dragon Quest. You can jump into probably any game and not like really miss much.
Plus, I like the fact that all the artwork is done by Akira Toriyama.
I know. I should jump into it because I really loved Chrono Trigger, and that was one of the big things that I enjoyed about it was Akira Toriyama's artwork.
Yeah.
So,
Michael's probably like, I have no idea who you're talking about.
I know, I'm an old fag.
The name sounds really familiar.
Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah. So, speaking of Chrono Trigger, so this new Octopath Traveler game, I actually just got it and played about. Landon, I think a ghost just went across your camera. So the dude's flashing, moving across the ceiling. It goes by really fast.
Yeah, that's that rape ghost that gave me face vagina. Anyway, yeah.
My wife distracted me with showing me Chester Bennington's picture from last year because he committed suicide today. So a year ago from today, yeah. But no, Octopath Traveler. So Square Enix's new game, Octopath Traveler on Switch, is doing phenomenal. I just got it today digitally. Apparently, Square Enix didn't realize that it was going to sell so much. They actually ran out of Octopath Traveler in their warehouse, and they don't have any more copies. So if a store sells out, they're going to be sold out for quite a while until they make more games.
This looks like a voxelized like Final Fantasy 4 or something.
6. That's what everyone compared it to is 6.
Okay, well, close enough.
Yeah. So with this game doing so well on the Switch,
God, even the artwork looks like the same artist.
Yeah.
For the Final Fantasy game.
See, I'm not into that type of artwork, but the stories, everything I've been hearing about it, the 8-person stories, it kind of reminds me like Wild Arms 3, Matt. If you remember that game.
Saga Frontier, where they had different stories for each character.
Yeah, and then they all converge together, and then
Yeah, that's what stories for Saga Frontier. Because there's 9 characters.
Yeah, that was 8.
I love that game.
3 for Wildlands 3.
Red and Blue
had 5 people.
Yeah, those are my 2 favorite. Yeah, Wild Arms 3 had 4 characters, right, Matt? Or 3? 3 or 4?
I only ever played the first one all the way through. I haven't played 2 or 3. Yeah, only the first one is the only one I've played. I loved how you can combine magic in the game.
I'm sorry, Michael. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That was cool.
3 had 5 characters. 1 had 3.
5?
Yeah, 1 had 3 characters. 2 had, I believe, 2 characters only.
So yeah, Wild Arms 3 was the first one of the Wild Arms series I played. But yeah, getting to my point of, I was just trying to kind of have an estimate of like is how each character has their own story and then they converge together and so forth, so forth. So with this game doing so well, that's artwork and the type of game it is, doing so well, the turn-based on Switch, everyone's talking about if this game can do well, is there a possibility of a Chrono Trigger remake for Switch? I mean...
Yeah, right? That would be really cool.
I didn't play the original Chrono Trigger, and all I hear is good things about it. And I know they remade it for the PC, and I heard it's garbage. So I don't want it to ruin my experience.
Actually, the remake isn't actually a remake; it's just a port from the phone.
Yeah, that's what it was. And I don't want to ruin my experience of Chrono Trigger because I haven't never played it.
How have I not heard of this game? This is bizarre. I'm probably going to pick this up, actually, and start playing it. This looks really good.
So
I've been looking for something to play on my Switch, because I haven't had anything since I finished like Mario Galaxy and Breath of the Wild. And
are you talking about Octopath Traveler?
Yeah. I didn't even know this was a game. Like, I'm just now hearing about this.
It's an 80 to 100-hour storyline.
God, I've been living under a fucking rock.
So,
well, you've been gone for 3 weeks.
Yeah, well, literally, Jesus.
Question about that, though. So, I've been thinking about getting it for the PS4, but then I've also been thinking about just waiting to get it for the Switch. It's
a Switch game, dude. It's definitely a Switch game.
That's one thing I loved about the Wii U and the Switch. Like, when I had a Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, dude, I would just chill in my bed and play that all night, and that was so comfy. Just the fact that I can play a console in my bed, just like, sorry, but that blows the other consoles away in that one niche area. That is fucking nice.
Yeah, see, I didn't understand what people were mean. Like, oh yeah, this is definitely a Switch game. Now I own a Switch. Now I understand. I would never play this on PS4. I can't sit on my couch with that controller and play this. There's no way that it would engage me long enough. Now, having a Switch, I can set it down whenever I need to set it down, come back to it when I need to. I mean,
you can just chill on your couch. You got it right here, you know, you're just like, oh yeah, it's like playing the old, like, Game Boy Advance or something, you know, a cool RPG on it.
I mean, yeah. I know Carrie is really excited about one thing about the Switch now, Michael.
Mario Party?
Well, Mario Party, and then also, not just Mario Party, but you can get Netflix.
I need to get some Mario Party up in here.
You can get Netflix and Hulu on there.
Netflix is not on there yet.
Not
Hulu
yet,
is.
But Hulu is.
Hulu is.
But that's what she thinks is cool. She's like, I can literally take this and she can watch it in bed if need to.
I wonder if Crunchyroll is on there.
Probably.
I didn't look.
I haven't looked either.
Probably not Crunchyroll.
I mean, I just use it on my phone or my all various other million streaming devices I have in my house.
Probably not Crunchyroll, but probably Verve. They're Verve.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I need to get that because I'm tired of lagging when I'm trying to watch something, and I hear their servers are a little better.
I signed up for it.
All right.
It's freaking awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, there's supposed to be some other shows on there that are on a different channel that I wanted to check out, too.
So my wife wanted me to point out that she kicked my ass at Mario Kart, and so this is kind of a segue into the next thing of news.
Dude, everyone's wife kicks her ass at Mario Kart. Okay, right? That's just a fact of life you have to accept as a gamer.
I know.
My wife kicks my fucking ass at Mario Kart, but she's too scared to drive a car. So how does that work? Like, you could drive me into a fucking river and blast me with every goddamn turtle shell and banana combo in the book, but you can't drive a car? Oh, well.
Yeah.
Hey, she's scared. She has, you know, I'm not trying to, like, make her feel bad, but that's just how things are.
Yeah.
Mario Kart...
I'll be quiet on that point because my wife doesn't beat me.
Yeah, I don't want to get beaten. I don't want her to overhear me and go, "What did you say about me?" No, oh my God, I'm just digging my grave deeper right now. And this is my anniversary weekend. I don't want to do that. I'm gonna shut up while I have a head.
Yeah, my wife is gone right now.
Oh, you're lucky.
She's gonna be gone till late tomorrow.
Oh,
she's driving back to Oakwood.
Ew.
I'm just kidding.
She's picking up my mom. Pax's birthday on Sunday.
Okay.
Okay.
But so So what I was getting at with the Mario Kart, so Mario Kart 8 Deluxe actually just had an update, but Nintendo teased it, and I think they did it on purpose. There's like new update coming for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and everyone's like, oh, new track, new characters, and all it was a new kart, and it's not even a good one. Matt, you'll like it. It's a bike for Link from Breath of the Wild from that DLC. He added that to Mario Kart.
So that's a super niche update. Why couldn't they give us at least a new power up?
Yeah, right, something. But
yeah,
and because this is Mario Kart's, I think, first actual like update. So yeah, everyone got super excited, hoping there's a new track or something. But nope. It's like, God damn it, Nintendo.
What I think they should do is put that to rest and make Mario Kart 9.
Yeah, I mean, they added a couple of new things to the Deluxe I didn't know they did. Like, you can have 2 power-ups. You can hold 2 power-ups now, and like the 64 edition. And
yeah, I like that about Double Dash, was having 2 power-ups. That was actually really
Double
cool.
Dash did it too.
Yeah.
So, and other things too. Hold on here. Oh, another teaser that Matt told me about, and I had to look up the next day. Xbox originally went and said that they were at Gamescom. They were going to unveil new Xbox hardware and accessories.
Then
not even in Germany, yeah, at Gamescom. So everyone's like, so they're going to show because they announced at E3. Phil Spencer at E3 said that they had a new Xbox that they're going to release in 2020, the new system. It's right now it's codenamed Scarlet, and so everyone was thinking it was that. And no, they went back and changed their statement and said now it's new Xbox bundles, Xbox One X bundles and accessory.
Are these those Razer hardware that they've been teaming up with Razer to make?
That's another one too. I wonder if that's going to be some of the accessories that they're going to unveil.
Probably.
Because there's supposed to be new accessories.
A big controller like this big with a giant keyboard in between it, you know?
Right?
You mean like the GameCube keyboard?
Yeah, exactly that.
Jesus.
I love that. That was so great when I had PSO, dude.
So, yeah. Now, speaking of that, even though we know that they're going to make it and they're going to show it off in 2020, what do you?
No, they're releasing it in 2020.
Releasing it in 2020. What do you think the name is going to be? I still think it's going to be. I think it's going to be the Xbox One X2.
I don't think they're going to keep the X part to it. I think it's just going to be, well, not one either. I think it's going to be Xbox 2. If they know how to count, maybe they're going to go backwards. They might go backwards again. Xbox 0.
But they don't know how to count. I mean, they got Xbox 360.
Wait,
Xbox
I got it.
One.
Xbox -1. Nobody's ever gone backwards. They will be the first. Mark my words.
Yeah, it's so backwards that you, the consumer,
they're emphasizing that they've got the best backwards compatibility. So
that's what I was just thinking. I was like, man, well, they're already coming out with backwards compatibility. Let's just go back in time now.
Yeah, let's just call it the -1, and we can play everything from the original Xbox up to now. And everything's digital.
See, did you, so you want to hear something? You already know this, Michael, but you want to hear something kind of funny, Landon?
I like funny stuff.
So, Sony is getting together with Epic to make a limited time mode so everybody can play together to see how well it works.
The what?
Yeah. Instead of opening up to full crossplay, they want to try it out and see how it works.
With a limited time mode, see how well it works, see if it's even worth it.
What is the fucking... Yeah, it's going to be worth it. They're going to open it up and their servers are going to get stormed and they'll be like, oh my god, look at all this traffic. Holy shit, what if we've not been doing this forever?
Yeah. Their issue is the money. Because they're like, I don't want to help my competition because we're in the head. We've made all this money. No one else is near us. We're winning this console war right now.
They're
so why would we help them?
You know, they're gonna profit because here's the thing. And Sony, you need to fucking listen to this. I was a big PS4 user. Right. Every fucking PlayStation, all the way up. networking online. All my friends had fucking Xbox, but I stayed true to Sony because I love the Final Fantasy series, and that was like their exclusive. There was several other games they liked. Nobody fucking had a PS4. Nobody had a PS3. Nobody had a PS2 to play on. But I stayed on it because I liked the games. All right, Sony, you got my money. Then I move over to Xbox, and now I can play with fucking people on Switch. I can play with people on PC. I can play with, obviously, other Xbox players. Now, if you had done that a long time ago, I would have stayed on the PS4 and played cross with Xbox and not went over to Xbox. And I'm sure I'm not the only fucking person who's done this, who said, fuck PS4.
I just did that.
See? Sony? Fucking A. You're worried about losing people? You're actually losing people by not doing this, you fuckers.
I know.
There's my rant. There's my fucking rant.
Right.
This rant's going to go on more because I'm going to fuel this fire a little bit because you've been gone, and the last couple podcast names were actually pretty much fuck Sony.
Okay.
So Fallout 76, Todd Howard, he wants crossplay between Xbox, Switch, PS4, PC. He wants all of them. Because Fallout 76 is that new survival game. Actually,
yeah.
He doesn't like people calling it survival, but that's what it is. And it's supposed to be.
Is it survival craft or just survival?
Well, he doesn't like people calling it survival because then it gets compared to like Rust, DayZ, and he doesn't want to get compared to those.
All right. So it's a scavenging game.
Yeah, it's scavenging, base building, survival, that type of survival.
It's survival craft.
Yeah. So he wants to do crossplay with all of them. Sony said, sorry, we're not going to crossplay. And so instead of... So Todd Howard pretty much went to the press and said, fuck you, Sony. Due to Sony not wanting to play with us, we can't crossplay to any system now. So Sony just totally stopped all that.
Wow.
And so Sony's problem is they're afraid that they're going to lose 40%, or they have to share 40% of the profit margin that they would have made on PS4 to their competitors.
How?
So,
people are going to buy the game on that system anyway if they're on it.
Yeah, that's the thing is that they don't want people on, let's say, on the Xbox play with people on the PlayStation. They'd rather have people buy a PlayStation to play with their friends. But if all their friends on Xbox, they're fucking retarded. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's Sony's thinking, and it's not the proper thinking for it.
No.
Yeah.
It's bad.
I don't know how things go over there in Japan and whatnot, but, the thing is, that's the exclusive system over there. Here, we've got a little more going on. So, yeah, Xbox is an American company. Just fucking deal with it. Stop being so fucking smug. God damn.
This is just history repeating itself, because in PS2, they were bombing fucking Xbox. They were destroying Xbox on PS2 era.
Yeah.
And then PS3 rolled around, and they're on their fucking high horse because they won that console war. And what happened? They fucking bombed. And Xbox 360 came back and whooped its ass. And history's repeating itself now.
Could you imagine what would happen if PC and Mac couldn't play together in those games?
Oh, shit.
I mean, Android and iPhone can play together in most multiplayer games. Well, PC and Mac can play together. It's like, it doesn't seem to affect their profits at all.
No, PC and Android are not. PS4 and Android play together.
Yeah, it's like.
Well, that's the other thing. PS4 and Apple play together.
Yep.
It's like, where's your logic there? Oh, I'm worried I'm gonna have to share profits with the iPhone.
Yeah, it's all because of Xbox. I mean, and
That's
actually,
stupid.
in E3, Xbox already in E3, Phil Spencer came out and was like, "Yeah, we want you guys to play our games anywhere." On any console. So they've already pretty much said, hey, if PS4 plays nice, you can play our games on there, our exclusives on the PS4, if that's the case.
Yeah.
So, that's their thinking for next generation.
But you won't get to play our exclusives on the PS4 with us.
No.
See, I still think that Sony needs to pull the head out of their ass, go over to Microsoft and talk with them along with Nintendo. They can all create one console together and just put the games on there.
You can't pull your head out of your ass when your head is an ass.
Yeah.
Okay?
But if they all just went and made one console together, then they wouldn't have to worry so much because it's like, oh, we can just throw all of our shit in one basket.
Let's all make one console together and call it a PC.
What's that? What are those?
Yeah, right?
I've never heard of these PC things.
What if we made a PC you could play on your couch on your big 4K TV?
It's called the Steam Box.
I know, right? I'm actually tempted to get one, but then I was like, I don't know. A whole fucking chunk of hardware just dedicated to Steam seems like a waste.
Actually, it's not, because our friend Tyler has a Steam Box.
And you can get Microsoft games on it.
It's literally a computer. It's all it is. It's just
It's just got their OS on it and whatnot. Yeah. And I know you can install your Windows on it if you really want to. But
you can buy for $40 a Steam Link.
I did get that, and I did get the controller, and ugh. The controller. Why would you do this? What is this circle thing?
Everybody just needs to steal Xbox's controller design because they have like one of the most comfortable controllers to use.
It really is. It truly, really is. Oh, it really is. Oh my god, this new Elite one is really nice too. I've actually dropped it more than 3 times and didn't lose audio.
Ooh.
Yeah. Wow. Right. I know. It's probably gonna last a 4th time it gets dropped before it finally dies. That's the only issue I've had with the controllers. Like, I have like 4 other controllers, and my kids have dropped them off the couch, like only like 3 or 4 times, and the audio jack dies on all of them. But the rest of the controller works perfectly. It's just the audio jack always dies.
I think that's what happened to this controller. Like when I plug it in, all you hear is like me like buzzing noises, and it's just,
exactly. Yeah, and I was like, I posted that on Reddit, and they're like, "Oh, you just supposed to have a faulty controller." It's like 4 of them. They do that? Come on.
So, speaking of like controllers and all that, so Landon, did you hear about the switches are cracking?
The Switch is crappy?
No, cracking. Nintendo
cracking?
Switches are cracking.
Oh, the screens are cracking.
The screens and the backs are cracking as they get used.
It's from the battery. So what happens, somebody in California, since we've had this really hot weather the last couple weeks, they left it in their car, and I guess the battery, if it hits over 100 degrees, it expands and it cracks your screen.
Well, that's what heat does to a battery.
Hey,
so.
Michael, can you grab your
Might
Switch
not want to
quick?
leave it in your car.
What's up, Matt?
Can you grab your Switch real quick?
Yeah, I actually never take mine out of the house. I keep it in my nice, cool environment.
Yeah.
I've had experience with products breaking when they get too hot, so...
So, hold it up real quick. So, the back part, turn it around. So, the back where, like, the Joy-Cons and stuff are...
Right.
From using it so much, it's starting to crack along the back part there next to the Joy-Cons and on the Joy-Cons and up there. From using it so much, because what they did is they're like, let's use this thin plastic with this heavy-duty battery that gets super hot.
Then the battery expands.
If
it happens, you're supposed to get a hold of Nintendo and ship your Switch in. Which the problem is they don't have fucking cloud saves yet. And
no, but they
replace it for you for free.
Yes, and they actually transfer your stuff over. They already said that.
Has this been happening to any Switch or a particular model or
all of them?
All of them.
They didn't realize that the batteries would expand like that. They knew that they'd get warm and everything like that, but point being is that they didn't think it would get so bad to where it'd crack.
Looks like somebody didn't do the FEA analysis.
Yep. And so at least they're taking ownership and they're like, hey, you know, if it happens to yours, send it in. We'll send you a new one.
Also, I think it's funny.
That's really cool.
You hear that they're working on...
Do you have to pay for shipping?
No, they pay for it.
Okay, good.
But I hear that they're working on, this is just a rumor, but working on a Nintendo Switch Mini version.
I wouldn't mind that.
A lot of people want that, and they're asking for an XL. They want a bigger screen.
I actually primarily use mine on the
dock.
TV, on the dock with the TV.
Yeah, and the thing is they've already came out. They've already shipped out. So all the new Switches that people see on the shelves, will be the new Switches that have the same graphics card but without the exploits, so no one can hack it now.
You know, I think the issue with the battery is, and probably they didn't foresee this because they probably did do some FEA analysis, just putting it under some heat. They didn't realize all the convection going on when you're holding it. Yeah. All that heat being transferred between your hands back to the Switch. It's not letting the heat release as quickly as it probably could and gets overheated.
Yeah, I was wondering about that because, like, you got this tiny, tiny little fan at top right here for the fan to come out. And I was like, ugh. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can buy. You guys ever see the aftermarket like cooler you can buy to put on your
was it like your
Switch dock? It literally is like a dome that goes over it that blows cold air into it.
You know what's weird? I must not be playing anything hardcore because I've never heard my fan come on when I play it. I've never felt it get hot.
See, I haven't. It's still practically new. I haven't really played too much of it.
They said that it starts getting hot when you play the games like Splatoon 2 and stuff like that online for more than 6 hours. They said. And the reason why it's getting hot though is because the people are keeping it plugged in and playing
on the dock.
Well, I play it on the dock primarily, and I don't hear it get hot or wind up or anything when he's playing Splatoon. My son plays that like all the time, and I've never heard it kick that fan wind on.
No, they're talking about
unless the fan's broken.
They're talking about in the handheld mode, and they keep it.
Handheld mode. Yeah, I would. Yeah, because you're draining off the battery at that point. You're not running off the power and the battery slightly.
Yeah, right. Because a lot of people don't know this, but if you actually look at your dock, if you can get a good angle on it, there's a little fan in there that's also blowing as well.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if the dock also acts as a heat sink.
Yeah.
Just the way it's designed, maybe it helps transfer the heat out of the system a little better.
Yeah, because it's what it is, and it's people's fault to do it. It's like, I'm going to play in handheld mode, but I'm going to keep it plugged in, and then play for 6 or 7 hours.
Yeah.
Well, if the battery wouldn't die after like 2 hours, you wouldn't have to do that.
If I took my phone and was sitting there playing while it's plugged in, you feel it getting hotter because it's trying to charge and run your game.
Oh, dude, my phone burns
my hand. My LG V1 was like a fireball in my hand when I tried to play any like MMO and keep it plugged in. It was literally like holding onto like a brick that was like under a hot coal. It was really bad. Did we lose Matt?
No.
Maybe.
What?
Oh.
My wife just said something real quick. Oh. What? How'd you... What happened to it? Did it shut off? Oh, I thought you said he couldn't handle it.
Oh.
Okay, apparently iPhones can handle negative 20 degrees Celsius. Because my wife works in a freezer now for a new job, and she took her phone in there, and apparently it survived.
Typically, electronics like really cold. In fact, the colder it is, the more efficiently they actually run because energy becomes really ordered when it starts getting super cooled. And weird shit starts happening, like quantum shit, too. It's kind of funny.
When we had our sidewalk sale, every once in a while, like with the sidewalk sale, we'd have to go refill the cooler for everyone that's going to be out there so they can have cold water. I got told to go to the meat cooler to get the scoop of ice where they used to put the fish on and stuff. This is, of course, fresh ice, not the same stuff. But I'm sitting there going, my phone falls out into the ice bucket, and it's all the way at the bottom. And I'm like, well, I'm going fishing.
Well, thankfully, water didn't get in it.
Well, it's waterproof. It's the S8 Plus.
Oh, okay. Technically, water, you could completely submerge your phone in water as long as it's not powered, and it has completely dried out before you turn it on. It will be fine.
Actually, I've thrown mine because I wanted to see how well waterproof it was. So I took it while it was on and threw it in one of our fountains.
You're brave.
You're just
brave.
You are a dummy.
It worked. I'm talking to you guys on it.
You're a dummy.
Sometimes, yeah.
They say it's waterproof. Hey. I still don't test that theory.
They said this can hammer a nail, and let me try. Oh.
Oh, shit. So, there's been another... So, we had our Sony talk. So, I want to go to some good news. Some kind of feel-good news. Guerrilla Games, the makers of Horizon Zero Dawn. That game did so well for them. They actually bought a bigger building, a 5-story building, and now they're increasing their staff by almost double. So, they can start making games faster.
There you go.
Which is good because you're hearing...
That's the game I wanted to pick up.
That's
Actually.
a good game.
It looks like a good game.
It took me a while
It took me
to
a
get
while
into
too, and it was
Well, it looks like another survival craft game with really good graphics. So
the ending though made me go, I'm done. I'm done with gaming. I'm out of here.
well,
yeah, the ending's pretty.
that's like the ending of most animes, though.
Yeah.
Probably.
But yeah, they want to make because Horizon Zero Dawn took them 6 years to make, and they want to cut that in half. They want to do it every 3 years for
Oh, boy.
a AAA game.
No,
Well,
So-
if they got a bigger staff, they could
every
probably
year
get it
like
done.
Assassin's Creed. No.
No, they know better.
Every
Yeah, they're
year.
They're
God.
going from you gotta think though. Ubisoft's got fucking 10 studios, so
Yeah, well, I remember reading about like Final Fantasy 15 back in like fucking 20. I feel like it was like 2010 or something.
2011 is when they first announced it, and it was called 13 Verses at that point.
Yeah,
that game still came out in Japan.
Look at that, 7 years, man, to make a game.
Well, their 15, or our 15 is their 13 Verses.
Yeah,
See, they actually know how long it takes to make a good game,
They
and then
didn't
they
get-
got that shit down.
They didn't get 15 like we did.
Yeah,
no. So Gorilla, they're going from 200. Hi.
you have cat friend.
Yes. They're going from a 250 staff to 400 staff, which is nice to know that they're increasing because a lot of the studios you hear now are laying off. Studios are shutting down. I mean, so it's nice to know that some studios are expanding, not just shutting down.
Yeah, I do hear a lot about people that they're like, you hear about these different companies, like these big companies, they're like, yeah, we've downsized, we lost
Visceral
half of our
Games
staff.
just shut down. So.
Yeah, that is a good thing to hear about.
Good wife.
Thank you.
So,
But
you want to hear something pretty cool, Landon? Square Enix is getting together with Bethesda for a bit because they're going to try to acquire and put out PSO2.
Wait. Oh my god, are you shitting me?
No, I'm not kidding. They're trying to get together with Bethesda because Bethesda can
I'll look for it later.
redefine it and use the same tools that they use for like Skyrim and stuff to make it look nice.
No, it's fine the way it is. Just translate the shit and give it to
Well,
us.
that's why they're using Bethesda to translate it. Although Square Enix could do it too. I don't know why they're
Why do they
all
need
getting together.
Bethesda? I thought Bethesda was an American company.
I don't. That's probably why Square Enix is getting with Bethesda so they can run it off their servers.
Well, I don't care who hosts it, as long as they fucking give it to us finally. God damn it.
so speaking of
That
Bethesda,
shit's at the end of the life cycle over there already.
right?
Yeah.
So speaking of Bethesda,
It's
Todd
Bethesda.
Howard went on record, and they were like, because everyone's like, well, single player games are on the death. Their single player games are pretty much coming to a dead stop.
No, they're not.
Yeah, I know that's the big thing right now.
If anything, we
and-
need more of them.
I know. Well, yeah, because there isn't very much. I'll get to it here about that here in a second. That's another one conversation that's been coming up. But the single player games, because Bethesda is like the last one standing for single player games, and then Fallout 76 got announced, and that's an online multiplayer game. There was like, well, now Bethesda's going to the online multiplayer game. Single player is done. It's done for. And then that's the reason why they showed that trailer of Skyrim 6, dear fucking god, Elder Scrolls 6.
Back to Skyrim.
So, right. So, just to show that single-player games aren't dead. And so Todd Howard went on record and said, hey, you guys, the single-player games are not dead. We just need to try something else out, see if we can't make money. This is kind of what things are going right now. We got to evolve. We can't just stick the same course every 10 years. We have to evolve.
But
Yeah.
we'd be okay with them sticking with the same stuff.
Could you imagine trying to
I
play
wouldn't
Mega
go
Man
either
X multiplayer? That shit just wouldn't work out right.
Could you imagine if they made
Maybe
Koi
maybe
Koi
two
multiplayer?
people. It would. What?
Could you imagine if they made Poi Poi multiplayer?
Oh God.
But yeah, no, I mean, because like you gotta think about it, 10 years ago, a decade ago, multiplayer games were practically dead. I mean, try to find a multiplayer game, everything was single player back then. Everything. And everyone was saying, "Oh, multiplayer games are dead." Now it's just it's changed. Multiplayer games because everybody wanted multiplayer games, so everyone started making multiplayer games. Now everybody wants back to single player games. So now it's just one of those things that has to take a slow transition. But they can't just pop a game out in 6 months. You know, oh, here you go, here's a single player game.
Honest,
well, I think I understand this. Why this happens is because you get a generation that grew up on multiplayer games and they try out a single player in the game. And they're like, "Oh, this is so great! I can actually just enjoy it." But all this other background shit and people jumping around and dancing on mailboxes and shit. And then they focus on single player games, and then you got a generation of single player games coming up, and then they try a multiplayer game, and they're like, "Oh, fuck single player games! This is awesome! I can dance on mailboxes naked." Now. Yeah, so it just goes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And
like I said, it's hard to follow those trends, and when you realize that the trends are changing, it's already too late, and it takes 3 years to make a game, so it's just one of the things. Yep.
And also, be honest. I mean, we can all agree one thing. Between the whole, everything changing. The one thing that is dying, physical copies of games.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, when you have stuff like Octopath Traveler, what just happened there was, Square Enix wasn't predicting that much physical sales. And mainly it's in Japan. Japan sold a shit ton of it. So Square Enix, well, I think Square Enix is in Japan anyways. They sold out all their physical copies. There's none in their warehouse.
Physical games aren't dead. If they let you back it up on a USB drive, that would be fucking dope. Because instead of having to re-download it, I could just plug in the USB and go, "Oh,
it's
back."
Supposedly, there's something in the works through Nintendo to where you can actually put in your cartridge and then you can download it onto your system.
You can kind of do that with the Wii U. You could install the game on your USB and then take it out and put it in another USB. And then, if you ever wanted to play the game again, you could just plug it back in and it's there. I did that with Breath of the Wild on my Wii U. I installed it entirely on my thumb drive and played it off the thumb drive. Which is kind of nice, actually. But I just wish more consoles will do that. Maybe they do, and I'm just retarded.
No, I can't do it on like PlayStation, and you can't do it on Xbox.
You used to be able to on PS3.
I was just gonna say on the PS3 you could put it in a USB hard drive and do it. I don't know if the thumb drive worked, but I know the hard drives did.
Thumb drives worked because I remember putting on a few games that actually Michael had when we were all roommates. Put it on a thumb drive, and I was able to take it to my PS3 and plug it in and play it without the CD.
Yeah, they should just let you keep that functionality. That was really great. I haven't tried it with the Switch because I haven't run out of memory. But
the problem is, then you get people like me and Michael that would be like, "Oh, you bought the game? Well, I'll play it for free then."
That was our version of game sharing.
I mean, we're doing game sharing now with the PS4.
Honestly,
they just accepted it.
What profit margin are you gonna fucking lose? I mean, if you're bringing over a USB and he's playing it, it's like big fucking deal,
Oh, and Matt, I remember you asked me this a couple days ago. If the Switch has game sharing, they do not. So if you download on one person's name and you buy a second Switch, since it's under your name, and you go to a different name under the second Switch, it's not there. They have no way of game sharing.
They will though, because when I
the cloud saves come.
When I had my Switch originally, I had bought, it was like 3 or 4 games on there.
When you had a Switch, shame on you.
And then I sold it because I beat Breath of the Wild, and I was like, I'm bored, so I got rid of it. Plus,
why, man?
Well, we needed the money so we can
see games like fucking Octopath Traveler come out, and you're like, oh.
So I logged on to Carrie's dad's Switch, which is downstairs, and all of my games are available to download.
Okay.
Yeah, but you were under your name though, right? Like you put your name and your account information in.
But he can access all of my games.
Yeah, as long as your name is on it. Yeah. But as soon as if you log in and then he tries to log in onto another Switch, it won't be there, even if your name's there, since you're logged in on a different Switch.
Oh yeah.
Huh.
Can't be logged in at the same time.
Nope.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
unlike Sony, where if
and
since
Xbox, you can do the same thing.
Since Michael's on my PlayStation. Like I downloaded No Man's Sky to wait for the update, and I can go over onto my account and literally start up the game and play it, and he can start up the game and play it too.
So, yeah, game sharing's nice. It's a nice thing. What time are we at, Matt?
We're at an hour.
My news is pretty much done. I mean, there's one other thing I can mention. That's, well, two things technically.
If Landon's gotta go, he can go. So.
Yeah, I do gotta get going.
All right,
okay.
We can finish it off.
Yeah,
all right.
So I only have a couple more news things.
Okay, well, you guys have a great night, and keep on gaming, Nerds and Nerdettes, and I'll see you next time. I'll try to be here next week, okay?
Right.
Yep.
Peace out.
Oh, and Landon. Oh, okay, whatever. I'll just talk to him on Discord about it later. About all of our updates and stuff that we're going to do for Patreon and stuff.
Oh, yeah. We'll do that later.
We got to get him informed.
Do we, though?
Well, if he's going to make our daily stuff, we got like a week and a half.
He just wrote, oops.
Oh, it's all good. Like I said, I'll message him on Discord later.
Yeah, you might want to message him now since he's messaging. He's like, were you going to tell me something?
I don't even see it.
It's on Discord right now.
Where?
Look.
Oh. But yeah, so one of my other news stories while I'm doing this, talking to Landon here.
Let me fix you up here.
So Pokemon Go had its Chicago Fest, and somebody must really listen to our podcast because we bitched about it last week how they can't do shit right?
Uh-huh.
Well, Pokemon Go Fest had 21,000 people, and every single person was able to get on and play at the same time. Holy shit, Niantic actually pulled it off.
Oh, I don't think people...
Took them a year.
I don't think people actually listen to our shit and listen to us about that. They're probably just thinking the same thing.
But it's just a weird coincidence that it happened a week after we bitched about it. Actually, it was that weekend, to be honest, because it was last weekend.
Yeah.
And that's when we bitched about it, so it actually was going on when I was bitching about it. But point being, holy fuck. They pulled it off. They did good. Yeah, I mean, there's more AR games coming out. I actually have a couple downloaded on my phone, but I still can't play them because obviously I'm not going to walk around.
They're both too late.
One I'm actually kind of looking forward to is Ghostbusters, the new Ghostbuster one.
The one that I've seen that's like newer that I'm like, this looks stupid was a Walking Dead one.
I have that downloaded. I haven't tried it yet. I don't know how it uses the AR yet, but I do have that downloaded.
I'm just looking at it going, this looks kind of dumb. But that's just my opinion.
So, and the other one I don't have written down, but I was listening to a podcast, and they mentioned it, so I figured I'd mention it. But you know how Xbox hasn't been putting out their sales figures and stuff? Because they know they've lost the console war and everything like that, you know?
Yeah.
Well, they hit a milestone, so they figured they'd put out their profit margin that they've made in the last year, just to show that, hey, you know, we might be out of this console war, but we definitely didn't lose money. They just broke $10 billion, billion dollars in their gaming section alone, just in the last year, from June 2017 to June 2018.
Huh.
So they made a lot of fucking money.
Oh, you know what you should do before you forget?
What?
You should send that Steam code to Landon for Conan.
I have to friend him because I have to friend it through.
Then friend him.
Actually, no, I can do it. Never mind. I have a way of doing it.
I was going to say you could just copy and paste on the Discord.
Yep. Oh yeah, community. Landon wanted Conan so we can play. So me, Matt, and him can play together.
Conan, not Conan. Conan is a talk show host.
You know. But so we're gonna do that, and with that being said, that just allows us the opportunity, all three of us, to play together, and we can do live streams of us three playing.
Yep.
So
I think on that note, I think
we need to do our plugs.
Right. That's what I was getting ready to do. On that note.
Okay.
So, as usual, follow us on SoundCloud, the YouTubes, iTunes. Definitely go to our website, GamingNerdsPC.com.
On our website too, I don't remember the login information. Like, I need to find my email that has my stuff on it. We need to start putting our news and stuff, not news, but our announcements, like us going daily in the start of August, the first full week of August, we're going to go daily, that kind of stuff on our website. We need to keep that updated because we have a news section or announcement section on it. We just haven't been.
Yeah, that's fine. And definitely, I know you guys hear this enough, but start supporting us on Patreon so we can start giving you better content, so I can start buying better headset.
Yeah, I remember, you guys, a lot of the new content we're going to be making, it's going to be a Patreon exclusive stuff. Our weekend one will be free, but on Monday. So if you want to watch it live on Friday with all of us and chat with us and whatnot, you guys are gonna have to pay that $1 to do that with us. I'm hoping this weekend I might sit down and go to our Patreon and actually start updating that page of all the ideas. I'm gonna sit down with Matt since he has tomorrow off, right?
I have today, tomorrow, and Sunday off.
Okay, so I'm gonna sit down with Matt and we'll discuss about what we want at each level, and we'll start actually getting our Patreon page up and going, like officially up and going, not just the support page for it.
I mean, and again, if after we get all that and you guys are still just like, oh, I just want to do the $1, that's fine.
That's fine. We appreciate anything, even if it was a penny. We would appreciate it, just so we know that you guys are supporting us at least.
And I'll already make this guarantee now. If you pay even just that $1, you'll get into the live shows.
Yep. Well, I'm thinking about putting that like a $5 or $10. Sooner or later, once we get everything up, you guys will see it. You'll see it.
I thought $1 should be, they can still get into the show.
Well, I'm thinking like $1 for like
they can
them writing in the chat and stuff, and then like $5 to $10, them actually coming on and asking us a question and whatnot.
Well, that's what I'm saying, is they can write in there and watch the show live, but for like $5 or $10, they can be a guest in the show.
Yep. And once we have enough people for that, then we'll randomly draw for that, and so. I mean, we have a lot of the community-based things that we want to do, you guys, but again, Patreon. So, I mean, we don't need it, but we like the support so we can evolve our podcast to what we want it to be at.
Well, we kind of do need it only because, now let me explain it this way. We do need it because we both work, we all work, all three of us. And we really don't have the funds from all of us working to throw at the podcast on top of paying all of our bills.
Well,
that's where
to evolve.
That's where the Patreon can come in to evolve it, so we can go. Everything that Patreon makes goes right back for our stream.
Yep.
Right back to our Patreon.
You guys, I know we talked extensively about our Patreon and what we want to do it for last week, but we're gonna do this for a while, guys. We're gonna try to drill this in and kind of show you guys what we want to use the money for. So, the Blue Yeti audio. We want to get onto a paid program for
like audio boom and stuff like that.
Yeah, so we can get better quality for you guys. We also want, so let's say that if we get enough people, let's say we're making $1,000 a month per Patreon. I'm just throwing a number out there. We'd like, and we have that extra 1,000. Heck, because we have planned to give systems away at certain Patreon levels. And we have all that extra money, we might just throw in 2 system giveaways that month instead of just 1.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like I said, the money you guys are bringing in to us, we're going to give right back to you guys in different aspects.
It's a system or graphics card giveaway is how it is.
Yeah.
Like up to $500, so it's like,
yep.
You know.
So that's what I'm saying, you guys. I mean, and that one will be like, what we at, $20? 20 or it's like, yeah, 20, no, it's a $50.
That one was the $100 one.
Was it? Oh, yeah, for the system. Because we're going to do 3 people, or 5 people. We're going to do 5 people at $100, which pays for a system. So.
Well, more people can do it than that, but We need
but
at least
minimum,
5 people.
so we're not losing money.
Yeah, we need a minimum of 5 people to start it. But
yeah, at $100, which I mean, if I had the extra funds, $100 for a system, that chance of $100 at a system.
See, that's the
definitely
thing.
Be nice.
That's the thing is, I know a lot of people might get upset because if we get like, let's say, 10 people on there,
they might have to wait 10 months before they get a system.
And that's the thing is, they're like, well, I've already paid, that for a system technically.
Yeah, we're not saying to do it just because of that chance, but I mean, if you guys can afford $100, then just for spare change or whatever,
I mean,
then
we had
so
another
be it.
one where we had another one where it's like $15. It was like 15 or 20. You get a game. You get a game of your choice. Yeah.
That was minimum of 3 people for 20, 60, up to a $60 game giveaway. So, and that will be every month.
Yeah.
And like I say, if we have extra money coming in, we might just do it every 2 that month or 3 that month, just depending. So, it really just depends on how much money we have sitting in the account for Gaming Nerds. So, because we're not going to use it for personal expenses. That's not what we're using it for. That's what we have jobs for. That's our jobs. Money goes to our personal expenses, as the expenses that you guys give us through Patreon would go to better quality stuff for you guys, more content and everything like that.
Right.
So
Steam cards, Nintendo cards, PlayStation cards, Xbox cards,
stuff like that. Stuff to give back to you guys for giving to us.
V-Bucks in Fortnite, things like that.
Yep. So, any other plugs? We got Patreon. We did our Patreon.
Oh, well, this isn't really much
Facebook.
really isn't much of a plug. Well, yes, Facebook and Twitter. This isn't really much of a plug for the podcast. I mean, it is, but it isn't. I'm going to be starting to stream on Caffeine. Caffeine.tv. So come watch me stream on there. I'm going to try it out. We tried to do it a little bit on this podcast, but I guess they couldn't hear everyone. They could just hear me, so I'll have to tinker around with that for a bit, but...
Yep. Yeah. Another thing, too...
So I'm on there, I'm Gaming Nerds Matt, and I spelt it right.
Didn't push 2 keyboard buttons at the same time?
Nope.
I forgot what I was going to say.
Okay. It was a lie anyways, then.
Yeah. Must not have been that important.
So...
I was thinking something about Facebook, and then I forgot.
So, I'm going to try to... I'm in talks. You don't know about this, Michael. This is the first you've been here about it, too. I'm actually in talks with people over at Facebook to see if they'll let us get into doing Facebook gaming.
Okay.
But to do that, what they're going to do... And we're going to need everybody on this, so we're going to need you to invite your friends, invite your mom, invite your dad, invite your grandparents, whatever. They're going to give us a chance, and we have to create, we do the 3 podcasts or game or stream or whatever. We get to do it there 3 times, and if we can stay at between 40 and 70 people, then we get a full partnership per one. That's why I said we're going to need everybody.
Yeah, that's where the community comes in. I mean, this is another thing. Even if you guys don't support us on Patreon, just liking, subscribing, commenting, doing all that stuff, that in general will help. Because,
I mean, they don't have
obviously,
to be,
if we need partnerships.
They would like it to be active, but if they don't always have to be active. As long as we get 40 stable people in there just watching. So, in all honesty, I know it's all fishy, but you could get 40 people, and they could all just have set it up on their phone or computer and walked away.
Yeah.
But it still counts.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, a lot of our success, our possible success that we can have, comes from our community, and that's where the community we have now is good. It's building up, but I mean, we need bigger and more active. Chromius is pretty active. Walrus is active when he wants to be. Sorry, Walrus, but you haven't been active lately.
Yeah, we're about ready to take away your almighty Walrus status.
Right? But yeah, I mean, that's kind of our main people that have been coming in. I've seen people randomly joining us. I'm not sure where they're getting or joining from because I don't really post up our Discord
I do.
page unless they go to our website. That's where they find our Discord.
I post it just about everywhere.
Yeah, I don't.
You should.
Because I don't know if I need to turn the code into a permanent code or not.
Yes.
But yeah.
Yes, because if you don't hit it as a permanent code and you send it to them,
it expires.
It expires in a day.
Yeah. What I was going to say earlier that I remember now. One thing that we haven't been plugging in is our mail. If you guys want to write us mail and have us read it on the podcast, it's www.
It's GamingNerds. It's GamingNerdsPodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah, www. Whatever. Yeah, whatever.
No, it's www, old man.
Yeah, you got me there. Jerk. It's because I just turned 28 fucking a week and a half ago. God.
But no, seriously, it's GamingNerdsPodcast@gmail.com, everyone. So.
My wife's calling me old now. God damn it. But yeah, no, and we haven't got anyone to write us in yet. So, well, we had one person, Dave. But, I mean, you guys just need to, if you guys have any questions or no, and you're not on live, you listen to us on the radio while you're driving to work, or that's what I listen to our podcast driving to work. I admit I listen to my own podcast. It sounds pretty good once in a while, except last episode. Fucking Discord screwed us on the last episode. So
I got it working this time.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a horrible, horrible audio quality. I'm so sorry for anyone that actually listened to it. Yeah, I was going to delete it, and as I screw it, no, I'm not going to delete it. I'm just going to push you guys onto the YouTube page instead.
Yeah.
So.
Well, what I should do.
Although we got 7 views on it.
Although what I should do is since it sounds so good on YouTube, is just take the audio from the YouTube and stick it on there.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too, but oh.
So,
yeah, yes, guys, we're muttering about things that normal people on podcasts wouldn't talk about to you guys on podcasts. That's one thing that me and Matt have talked about is keeping things real. So even things that should be behind closed doors, like us talking about our tiers or whatever, discussing that, we're going to discuss that with you guys too. We're not going to hide anything from you guys. So keeping everything real here.
You hide it from your community, then your community's like, well, what the fuck's this?
Exactly. So we're just going to keep shit real. You guys, we're going to talk to you guys about things that normal podcast people wouldn't talk to you guys about or discuss. So,
yeah.
And we're not. See, that's the thing is that most podcast people, I can't say most. Some of the more popular ones, they're all in studios and they can all hang out and see each other. We're in 3 different locations, so yeah, this is the only really way we talk.
And
really,
the closest is Michael and Landon are the closest to each other.
Yeah, and we've never met each other. Not in person, anyways. And if we have, it was when I was a kid with Matt.
Say when you were
super
a kid.
long time ago.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, I think that's it.
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good too.
I'm gonna go back and play some more Octopath Traveler. I think my wife wants to go to bed.
Well, that's the thing.
She has to get up early in the morning.
See, that's the thing is, I don't know if I'll let you play Octopath Traveler or if I'm gonna have you play Fortnite or Conan with me. Play Conan with me for a little bit.
Do we have to have dedicated servers for us to find each other on that?
No. And plus, if we do, all my ports are open anyways.
Good point.
Oh, shit. I'm like, fuck this. Open it all.
Oh yeah. So, an update on Shadow Hunt.
I'm going to do an update on Hunt Showdown.
Yeah, there you go.
They're getting back to me, but it's taking them forever. And they're like, they finally are like, well, here's how you can check to see if a port is open. I already told them, all my ports are open. Now they're like, well, I'm still waiting for them to just say, well, let's see your hardware then. But it's still not working.
No. I've pretty much became a lone hunter on there, which is a bitch.
Although, I did get, again, for a short amount of time, I got that screen again.
And then it crashed?
Yep. Like, I'll get it, and this time it stayed. Like, I didn't touch it for a while. I hit next, and as soon as I hit next, it went, bloop, Air. I was like, what? Exit. Go back in. Then I get the O5 air.
Yeah. Yeah, the Hunt Showdown is a super fun game, guys. If you have 2 people to play with, I suggest it. It's almost... Some people that are really good at it can solo it. I'm not one of those guys.
Get it for console?
It's not out for console yet. They're in the works of it, but they said it's not going to be until version 1.
Good. Well, wait till then, because then you won't get the 5 air like I'm getting.
Yeah, and Crytek, I like this game. I love this game. Don't get me wrong. I love this game. I might bitch about it. It's because I'm passionate about it, because it is a really fun game. Repetitive, super repetitive, but the concept of it is really fun. I just wish that they would get their shit together and developers would do their jobs and not make their community fix their own errors. That's what Crytek's making people do, is fix their own errors instead of actually going and fixing the bugs.
Yep, and I'm never buying another Crytek game again.
Yeah, like I said, I like their game, but their practices right now with their customer support is terrible. Just terrible.
Yeah. Well, so that knocked it into an hour and 20. Want to keep going for till 2 hours?
Well, these are supposed to be 2-hour episodes once we go daily, if it's possible.
No. When we go daily, it's only gonna be 2 hours with group.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Well, the group one's gonna be 2 hours. Our daily ones are probably gonna be like 30 minutes.
Yeah, they're gonna be 30 minutes. We already determined 30 minutes, maybe 45 the most.
Yeah, 30 to 45 is where we're aiming for.
Because the point of those is to go, here's some quick news, couple questions, couple answers. Then,
yeah, and if you need content, we might just review a game if you need content.
And then, the groups all together. Let's just sit here and BS about games, what we did over the weekend, or going to
kind of what we did today, but with Landon here for the full. Because normally if Landon's not here, have you guys noticed? Me and Matt can't carry the conversation as well without Landon.
Well, we can, but then we're like, well, we're done about that game. What next?
Well, because you and me, or yours and my opinions are almost identical. We grew up together, so we have almost the same thought process for most of the things. So it's like, it's hard to carry a conversation with somebody like that.
Oh.
So.
Hold on one second. I got something else I want to tell you. I was grabbing something.
You know your camera's been off for me, right? The entire podcast?
So, I did something that I said I was going to wait on doing, but I unleashed the beast.
Wait, what? If you're showing me something on your camera, it's your camera's been off the entire podcast for me.
Why?
It just has been. It shows the D20 dice.
Oh, weird.
Even with Landon, it was off.
I unleashed the beast.
It's hard to see because it's so shiny.
Oh, yeah. Well, let me take that off.
It's still shiny.
It's because it's the steel book is why.
Yeah.
But, yes, I unleashed the beast again.
That's funny shit.
You
need something. I mean, we're in dead zone right now. I mean, I'm desperate. I got Octopath now, so.
Yeah. Well, I wish I
would
would have known that. I
lovely life back
there. I would have turned on my camera then. Why didn't you even tell me this? I'm sitting here acting like a goon.
Me and Landon were in a lot of conversations. That's the reason why we didn't know. For the longest time when we were talking about No Man's Sky, I wasn't even sure if you were there or not. So me and Landon just kept talking about it.
Anyway, so yeah, I'm good, everyone. So keep on gaming.
Just keep on gaming.